All right, y'all. Diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS, so Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere, somewhere on our ad, aka they're not simply scrolling on by. And we care about women clicking somewhere on our ad because that means our ad has entered their brain. And we care about that because when our ad enters their brain, that is the only time their chance of buying from us is non-zero. So we got to get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, but under 6% is the most common thing I'm seeing, and it's a massive, massive problem. So even though it's the most common thing I'm seeing, and that boudoir photographers have in their Facebook ads backend dashboard, it is not normal. It is the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes. So 3 pre-click mistakes causes BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe, taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. And nobody else has this treatment. You can only get it here. And because we invented it. In Boudoir Pico, we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, whether it's on or off. We treat the duplicated ads. We leave the original one alone, treat it. Takes about a week. At the end of the week, we keep whichever one rolling as the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. And this is basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So we got our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine, easy enough. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, in my residency, I went out and found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the wild. And first one I tested, the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. So I duplicated that, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So way better. So instead of like 4 out of 100 women clicking somewhere in the ad, we got it up to approximately 7 out of 100 women. So we actually found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of its ad spend. So instead of spending 10 grand a month on their Boudoir Facebook ads, $3,700 a month, every single month was being wasted. So what we can do is we can eliminate that waste by using the Boudoir Pico treated ad and spend the difference instead and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So Boudoir Pico at, what would this be, $6,300 a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So that's where the massive gains come from. Now, the second part of my residency, found another one in the wild, Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it back to the hospital. Unique CTRL 1.39%. Okay, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So that's insanely good. We found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, literally $8,400 a month being wasted, thrown out the window. So what we can do now with this Boudoir Pico treated ad is eliminate that wasted ad spend, only spend the difference, $1,600 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and we'll get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month spend. So massive gains there, and we pocket that 8,400 buck, or the business owner pockets that as kind of like an invisible phantom bonus, phantom profit, because it's not being wasted. It's literally, something like 100 grand in kind of bonus profit in the next 12 months. Now, finally, had a patient saw his unique CTR of his Facebook ad is 5.03%. So again, I knew the BLCS was present. So I went in Trio Boudoir Pico, well, duplicated Trio Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got his unique CTR up to 15.35%. So found out he was wasting 67%, or at least the original Boudoir Facebook ad wasting 67% of ad spend. So the original Boudoir Facebook ad had 10 grand a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brands as the Boudoir Pico treated ad, spending only 3,300 bucks a month. So that whole difference, we're pocketing that difference as a bonus profit, or the business owner is, the boudoir photographer is, 6,700 bucks a month in bonus profit by simply not spending that money. I would say, 80 grand bonus in the next 12 months. So insanely good without even needed to service any clients. So from these numbers, from what I've seen, the average boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%, so it's wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. Treated with Boudoir Pico. So we're going to look at this, diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the below creative cluster mistake here. False belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting what Facebook says. All these fields we should fill out during ad setup is actually what we should fill out. And the consequence of this is way, way, way more women going to be scrolling by our ad than necessary, which Facebook likes because it enables Facebook to serve more ads per unit time, make more money per unit time, but we actually waste more money per unit time. So this pulls our unique CTR all under 6%, and it actually contributes to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Next, we're going to look at the creative, the photo here. All right, yeah, this looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe our ads should look like ads, because on Facebook, that's what we keep seeing. Facebook ads, also other Boudoir Facebook ads, they all look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen has had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, with a unique CTR all under 6%, other than the ones I've treated. So we actually, the consequence of this is way more women going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTR all under 6% and decreasing the, increasing the probability that we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, let's look at the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile newsfeed. Boudoir session. All right, so this is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe we provide enough context to have more of the right women, or to maximize the number of women clicking into our ad without deterring too many women. And yeah, we're not at the maximization point. It's an optimization problem. So the consequence of this is way, way, way more women going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, it's going to pull our unique CTR all under 6% and actually increase the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So final diagnosis, yes, I do believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, because of its unique CTR all less than 6%. All right, so if you're a BLCA with BLCS, and so if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you actually are looking at the marketplace, seeing way more women creating, or way more boudoir photographers entering the market. It seems like anytime anyone gets a new iPhone, they're creating creating a Google My Business profile saying they offer boudoir photography now, or anytime someone gets a new camera, they're posting in the mom groups that they offer boudoir photography now. And so you're seeing the marketplace get more and more saturated, and you're also seeing, inflation rising, cost of living going up. So you've already been pulling out more money, optimizing the business more and more. And when you're optimizing the business more and more, pull more money out for same effort, or even better, less effort, kind of less inputs. And so you decided now you need to do this for the Facebook ad part of your business. And now you're seeing what Boudoir Pico has done for the other Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're saying, hey, yeah, this could save, put approximately, 5K back in my pocket, $5,000 every single month that I no longer need to spend or waste on Boudoir Facebook ads. That was 100% being wasted for given to the Zuck. And so you're liking that because that put approximately 60K back in your pocket at the end of the year. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment in your Boudoir Facebook ads in order to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser and achieve Boudoir brain entry boost, because that's what you have to do on your path to become the number one boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake. I'm currently not open for new patient intake. My DMs are closed. So now you cannot work with me right now, even if you want to. But when my DMs do open, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify for Boudoir Pico treatment.